Hey guys, how you going? It's Phoebe here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. I am sitting on against the window in Italy, Lake Como at the moment, and coming here live to talk about how to get started on doing what you love. Because right now I feel like there's so many people who have these dreams and aspirations to either start something or do something that they've always wanted to do, but there are things that are holding them back. So I thought I'd share with you how I, got started doing what I love, which is now coaching women in business and showing them how to create the life of their dreams by doing what scares them or whatever holds them back, and overcoming those fears and overcoming procrastination and things that hold them back. So when it comes to doing the things that we love, we need to understand that first of all, we need to give ourselves permission. Give ourselves that permission to do the things that light us up, to do the things that we love, and to thrive at what we want to do. So a lot of the times, the things that are in our head are the things that hold us back. So whatever it is, whether it's, doubt or fear or all these voices can be overbearing and be in our head. Those are the things that usually hold us back. And the only way to overcome that is to go and do it anyway and trust yourself and say yes to you and prove to yourself that you can achieve and do the things that you love. So an example of this is I think it was in 2013 or 2014, I had planned to go to Europe for the second time on my own. And I always wanted to be able to speak a European language while I was in Europe. And I knew that I really wanted to go to France, for instance, and that I was going to spend a whole week in Paris. So what I did was I took up a 6-month course on studying French. Now, leading up to that, I was like, I don't really know if I'm going to really do that well in studying French. I did it for 2 years in high school and really failed miserably at it. I just wasn't that great at it, even though I was quite multilingual as a child. But I stuck to it and I did it anyway. And you know what happened? 6 months later, I went to Paris and I could speak a little bit of French. What do you know? So if I never took that step and I never actually picked up French and I never really gave myself the chance and I went, I'm not that great, or it's going to be really difficult, and I never took that leap, I never would have known that I could have actually done well if I stuck to studying French. So that's just a little example of, how, doing the things you love, it just takes, first of all, taking that leap and taking action despite the uncertainty or despite the fear or the negative self-doubt, and, taking that leap anyway. The next thing that's really important to get started on doing the things that you love is having someone who is going to hold you accountable. So if you and what I found on this trip is I'm doing this trip with a friend at the moment, and she's been wonderful at encouraging me to go and pursue my passions when I get home, because I have heaps of things that I'm really passionate about. I love art, I love photography, and French and things like that. But lately, over the last few months, because I've been so focused on creating this business and creating Thrive and Shine coaching and helping my clients and focusing on my clients and my biz and my niche and my market and all that, that I've kind of put aside some of the things that I'm passionate about. And what I find is really great is having someone hold you accountable to the things that you are going to do. So I have said that when I get back home, when I get back to Melbourne, I am taking up either French lessons again, or I'm taking up photography classes again, or I am, going back to my fine arts and doing some live drawing. But it's really important to have a hobby. It's really important that even if you are super career focused and super busy and you're like a working mom and you've got children to look after and your husband and, you know, all these kind of things, it's important to still do the things that we love and take time out for ourselves. So one of the things is to have someone hold you accountable and to tell someone about it. Another great thing is, you know, following guides or blueprints. Like, for instance, if you're wanting to start a new business, obviously do not reinvent the wheel, whatever you do. If you're going to start a new business or something that is really going to require a lot of persistence and a lot of consistency and a lot of guidance and, you know, professional advice and things like that, do not do it on your own, whatever you do. Get a coach, get a mentor, do a program, make sure that you don't reinvent the wheel, get the blueprint. You know, I will send you the Thrive and Shine in a Business of Your Own blueprint that will help you create a business of your own if that is something that you are passionate about and that's something that you want to do. But yeah, don't do any of this stuff alone, because life is not meant to be taken alone. We're meant to do these things with other people who are going to ground us, hold us accountable, encourage us, build us up. So the best thing that you can do is to make sure that you know, either like take up a program or a coach or, you know, all of the stuff that I've just mentioned, and live and love your life. Like, it sounds so cliche. It is so cliche, but it makes the biggest difference. It makes a world of difference for how much joy and passion that you'll have when you are doing the things that light you up. I hope that this is great value for you. Comment and share this, share it with your friends and your family. And yeah, I'll come back to you live further on during this trip. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening and a wonderful night or day. I'll speak to you guys soon.